Strong reaction here in North Texas to the incident in Minnesota. Suspects have died at the hands of officers who've been jailed for killings here as well. But there is also some encouragement in North Texas about measures taken to avoid unjust police brutality. Ken Kaltoff has the story.
Just 3 months ago, Dallas greeted a new police monitor hired from New Orleans. Tonya McClary will oversee independent investigations of alleged Dallas police misconduct by a board that's just received new power, but it's held no meetings during the coronavirus pandemic.
Absolutely. It's important that the oversight board be meeting in this moment.
Activist Sarah Mercuria says coronavirus fanned the flames of injustice for minority communities hard hit by the pandemic, even before the Minneapolis death of suspect George Floyd.
Perhaps training is an issue, but more importantly, the lack of accountability.
Floyd was already handcuffed, but other officers at the scene did not stop the neck restraint that later killed him.
And that this particular officer had over 10 instances where internal affairs was involved in his career, and they seem to have allowed for this to escalate.
Alex Del Carmen is involved in a review of Fort Worth police after the shooting death of a woman in her own home by an officer there.
Are we where we need to be? Probably not. I think we're headed that way.
We're allowed to use the force necessary to effect the arrest. Just as soon as that arrest is over, that person's handcuffed, our force has to cease.
This union leader says Dallas officers receive strong training on use of force.
I think our training is right up there in the top of the country.
We all condemn their actions. It's inexcusable, and we acknowledge it, and we make sure that we are in our own agencies have the right training.
Dallas officials promise the board empowered for community oversight of those words will return. In Dallas, Ken Kaltoff, NBC5.
The Dallas City Manager has just announced that the Community Police Oversight Board and other city advisory boards will begin virtual meetings the week of June 8th.